Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? It's Scott Tucson on MetabolicMasterpiece.com. I've got a nasty leg workout. 2 triceps in this one. First, we're going to focus on the hamstrings. Got glute ham raises, Romanian deadlifts, and hip thrusters to hit the hamstrings first. Repeating that 2 more times for a total of 3 sets. Moving on to the quads, we're going to do some leg extensions, some front squats, and 1 leg bench split squats. Nasty tricep for the quads there. I'm going to finish off with a drop set with some reverse lunges. Your legs are going to be spent. Can't wait to hear your feedback. Please give this workout a try and let me know how your experience goes with it. Enjoy.
You're going to begin the first tricep by performing 6 to 8 reps of the glute ham raises. This is not a lower back exercise. It is not a back extension. You want to keep your upper body straight, no arching of the lower back. You really want to contract those hamstrings. You're going to feel it right there. As soon as your thighs are pushing right up against the cushion, you're going to feel those hamstrings contract and the glutes. So use those hamstrings to really pull you up. Do not use your lower back to pull you up on this exercise. It does require a special bench here, not your typical back extension bench. It has a little padding at the bottom. Immediately you're going to walk over to do some Romanian deadlifts. Now this is an exercise I haven't performed in a few months, so really trying to get a feel for the movement. Once again, making sure it's the hips that extend back and then the hips come forward. Again, you don't want much lower back involvement here. You want to squeeze those glutes and drive them forward as your thighs, your hips come forward. So feel this stretch in the hamstrings on the way down and squeeze, contract those hamstrings and glutes and drive those hips forward. You should not be feeling this in the lower back much at all. You want to feel the stretch in the hamstrings and thrust those hips forward. So it's a hip hinging movement. You're aiming for 8 to 10 reps here. Nice straight back. Rack it up, and then you immediately head over to do some hip thrust. So at this point, your hamstring should be, you should have a great mind-muscle connection here right now. Your hamstring should be kind of toast. So for the hip thrusters, just rest a dumbbell on your hips. You want your legs to be perpendicular to the ground here. I could probably have them out just a tiny bit. So you're going to drop the hips and then thrust the hips forward as high as you can, squeezing the glutes like crazy. You're going to hold that for 4 seconds. So again, try not to arch your lower back here. You want all the movement coming through your hips. Your upper back, your torso should be pretty much relaxed. You're squeezing the glutes at the top. And at this point, I want you to drive your heels into the floor and then pull your heels in towards you. So drive the hips up, squeeze the glutes hard, now drive the heels into the floor and then pull them towards your butt, kind of like you're trying to scrape gum off your shoe. You're going to feel it completely different than just thrusting your hips up and down. That driving the heels down and then pulling them towards you, you're going to feel intense contraction in the lower aspect of the glutes. It's very intense. Your hamstrings will be shaking like crazy at the end of this set. You're going to rest for 2 minutes, repeat 2 more times for a total of 3 sets. Now it's time to move on to the quadriceps, and you're going to pre-exhaust them by doing some leg extensions, 10 to 12 repetitions here. A nice steady tempo. Make sure you're really trying to enhance that mind-muscle connection here. So don't go crazy heavy. I want you to focus on the tension, really making sure that you're pulling your glutes down into the padding. So I'm using those handles there to really make sure that my hips stay down and I'm not lifting my butt up off the padding. Really trying to focus on those quads. So 10 to 12 reps there. I'm going to walk over and do some front squats. So this is just enough rest. My legs are already feeling a little bit shaky, a little bit wobbly, but I've got a good mind-muscle connection here. So it's kind of preparing me to feel the tension in the front squat. Now the front squat, we're aiming for 6 to 8 repetitions. Trying to get as deep and as low as you comfortably can. Your body as upright as you can. Feel the tension on the quads. It's okay if those knees drift a little over your toes, as long as it's not causing any strain on your knees. That butt down. I am 100% feeling the tension on my quads. My abs are definitely engaged at the end there. And now we're going to head over to Bulgarian split squat, or 1 leg split squat, or bench, 1 leg bench squat, whatever you want to call it. It's got a few different terms here. Bulgarian split squat is probably the most common one. trying to keep my torso as upright as I can. I want to feel that stretch in the quadricep, the upper leg there, the one where the foot is on the bench. So really feeling a lot of tension on that leg, but also trying to divert some of my attention towards that lead leg. And instead of pushing off the glutes, I'm really trying to drive my heels into the floor and contract the quadriceps on the way up. We're aiming for 8 to 10 reps here. You should be exhausted. I'm trying to catch my wind here. The burn is intense, but just as intense as the burn is, I'm sucking wind like crazy after doing the front squats and then 8 to 10 reps with these bench squats here. So trying to get as low as I can, feeling that stretch in the top high quadricep there. And keeping my focus on the lead leg. I'm trying not to use much glutes here at all. I'm trying to really keep attention on both quadriceps. And they're dying. Okay, so you're going to rest for 2 minutes, repeat 2 more times for 3 sets, and we're going to finish off this workout with drop sets for the reverse lunge. So I'm using dumbbells. You can use barbells if you wish as well, if it's easier on your grip strength. We're aiming for 8 to 10 repetitions here, each leg. And you may think, well, why the heck are you doing another variation of lunge? You just did some split squats, which is pretty much like a lunge. Well, this time I am trying to divert a lot of my attention to the glutes, hamstrings. So the lead leg there, the leg that's in front, I'm keeping my weight a little forward, trying to feel the glute, the stretch in the glutes, the hamstrings, then that back leg, I'm feeling the stretch in the quadriceps. So really it's kind of it's a great way to finish off both the quadriceps and the hamstrings. A great cardiovascular finish as well. Pretty much toast and spent at the end of this drop set. So for myself, I'm just dropping down 10 pounds at a time here. The first set felt comfortable, actually felt good. Everything felt like it was stretching out. The pace was nice, I wasn't rushing it. At this point, fatigue is starting to kick in. Even traps start to get involved here just from holding the dumbbells. So I'm getting a good stretch there, and both knees come close to about 90-degree angle. The back foot is largely just for balance, but you're still going to feel a stretch in the quadriceps, carrying a lot of the weight on the lead leg. And I'm exhausted. Still got 2 more drops to do here, so dropping 10 pounds. So this time I started 50, went 50, 40, 30, 20. I think I'll go a little bit heavier next time. And progress from week to week. I'll probably add 5 pounds each week to each drop. And that will be killer. There's no doubt. It's going to be very, very exhausting because my legs are pretty much complete jello at this point. They're almost numb. It was almost tough for me to feel how close my knee was getting to the ground. There's a few times where my knee actually touched down, and I had no clue I was that close to the bottom because my legs were just so smoked. It was really hard to feel. It was just pump, 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 pump. Lots of blood pumping there. Getting ready for the last set. Heart is just pounding, sucking wind like crazy. Just burning all over. My glutes are fried, my quads are fried, hamstrings are all tight. At this point, complete mind over matter. Hoping for a little camera strength to carry me through this. If it wasn't for the camera, I'd probably be feeling like, oh, stopping a rep or 2 short. But really wanting to finish this set strong. I'm really happy that I did. Just a killer workout. Really hope that you enjoy this, you give it a try. Let me know what the experience is like for you. It's pretty damn nasty, but as grueling as it is, I'm loving every second of it. Hope you enjoyed this video series. Have an amazing workout.